the palace and have an educated tour of the facility where we will be led into the history, the culture of the people. Some of the things that I tried to scratch on yesterday. And in fact, that the palace building itself, the old palace building itself is a whole story on itself. And that is one of pride. You know, I told you the British at the point burnt down the palace, you know, looted the artifacts and all that, if you recall. So when they released the king to come back from Seychelles in exile, the British, in order to foster closer relationship with the people, they tried to compensate them by rebuilding the palace. How can you destroy someone's property and then you claim you are compensating the person by, you know, replacing the? It's also an insult. But the people, proud as they are, and will not let go their dignity for anything, throw the British in the face. Well, you have put up a building, yes, we will not pull it down. But our king will never occupy that building. As you claim, it's a compensation. We will not occupy that building till we have paid for it. So it means it is not a gift to us. So they did not let their king occupy the palace till they paid to the last penny for it before the king was made to move into the palace. So like I said, the palace is a whole history on itself. We will be also privileged to see some of the looted artifacts that have been returned. Like I told you, they celebrated 150 years of that war this year. The war was fought in 1874. As I told you, the leader of that expedition was one Sir Garnet Wolseley. And that name has been corrupted to Sagranti. So you come across Sagranti War, the Sagranti War. It's referring to Sir Garnet Wolseley. He was the leader of that expedition. And I also made the point that they were not the British forces on the coast with their local forces were not able to bring the Ashanti under their control, so they had to call for their forces in other colonies to come and beef up their contingent over here. That was how come they were able to overcome the Ashantis and their allies. Then we also spoke of Manhyia Asantewa, that powerful queen mother. You see on the video of her, you have a lot of information on her. Usually before the tour, you'll be given the opportunity to watch a whole documentary, about 15 minutes documentary on the Ashanti kingdom, how they store their king. A very rich documentary will be on display for you before the tour itself begins. And any question that you need to know, or anything that you need to know, the guide will be ready to give you all those information. And one thing that we also will need to know is that a lot of our information, our philosophies, our ideas, they are stored in symbols. They are stored in symbols. Some of you have them. If you even get to your phone, you just Google Adinkra symbols, and their meanings Google will put it out for you, and you have some of the bracelets, necklaces that you have purchased here. Some of them have some of those symbols. They are highly philosophical. Like I said, we store our ideas, our philosophies and others in them. We classify those as non-verbal communicative items. Non-verbal communicative items. They don't speak, but they have messages inherent in them. So when you see our paintings, our artifacts, carvings and all that, please just go a step further, try to find out from them what they mean. Like we went in the village yesterday, they took pains to explain to us some of the symbols, the kente fabrics, that they are not just designs that are there, they have meanings. Yes, there's a meaning to everything that we do. It all goes down to tell us the degree of our civilization, our wisdom. So let no one tell you your ancestors were backward people. Like I keep saying, they came here and they discovered that, hey, these people are richly adorned in gold. How do we know gold if we are backward? How do we know how to prospect for that gold and then process them into jewelries and all those things? It should tell you the degree of wisdom, the degree of knowledge that we have, scientific, artistic, and everything that we have. But for their distractions, we wouldn't be what we are today. In African history, go to Egypt, the pyramid and all that, none of them has been able to come up with those things today. So let us always move chest out, knowing that we had ancestors who have very strong shoulders, and on those shoulders we stand. At this point, I'll just take a little break. Let's know we are going to the heart of Ashanti history and the heart of Ashanti wisdom and knowledge. And let us immerse ourselves into it, and that tells us what we are. This only a point to let us have an idea of what we are and what you are, because together we all form the we. Thank you.
Perfect. And as you mentioned that, we are putting on in. Family, look at this beautiful
so
presentation.
some of this, all those designs you see on the fence, that to your right, that is the Deba ground. This is where the council, the state meets. And all those designs you see on the wall, they are what we call the Accra symbols, and each of them has its meaning.
And also, this is only unique to the Ashanti Kingdom.
It's not unique to the Ashanti Kingdom, but they promoted it. In fact, they promoted it. That one, no one can run away from that. Every group of people have their own ways of storing their knowledge. My people have theirs. The groups in the north, they also have theirs. Different groups have theirs. The Ashantis also have theirs. They actually promoted it a lot. That's why it is known. But the same thing is in other regions.
Alright, so are we going in or we can?
We are going in.
As far as driving in?
Yeah, the bus will go. Just give me a minute.
Alright. Alright, so family, we are at the Manhyia Palace Museum, and we are ready for our Palace Museum tour.
So